Hi everyone, this is Mr. Mann with some help with the Year 8 remote assessment. Alrighty, I have no idea what your email address, surname and first name are, or who your teacher is. But here are some ideas for how you might have answered these questions. What's the value of angle A if O is the centre of its circle? First thing to spot is that if there's a line passing through the centre of the circle like this, then this here is a right angle triangle. So A plus 41 is 90, so A is 49. What's the value of angle B? Well, this here triangle is isosceles, so that's the same length as that. And if we know that A is 49, its friend over there is 49, two 49s make 98. And if you're trying to make it up to 180, what do you need there? 82. So B is 82. And C, if you look at where the 49 that you've just discovered is, angle C there is the same as that angle up there. They're called angles in the same segment. So C is also 49. Alright, let's move on to the next question, number 4. Rearrange the following for B. If A is equal to 10B minus 8, let's add the 8 first of all, and then divide by 10. So I think it's got to be this one, hasn't it? We're going to add 8 and then divide by 10. That's the correct order to do things. So B is the right answer there. Number 5, what is angle X? We've got some parallel lines. So I'm looking for things like alternate angles. So if that's 30, this one up here is also 30. So that's 30. And then X is in a little triangle with 30 and 40. So X must be 110. Expanding these brackets, I think you'll get 8x and 4x. So this should be 12. And when you multiply the 4 by the 8, you get 32. So 12 plus 32 is 44. That's what the two gaps add up to. This one, the bearings question. What is the bearing of B from A? Well, it's this angle round here, and that's 60 degrees, but bearings are always given as a 3-digit number. So if you wrote 60, you wouldn't have got it right. It must be 060. The bearing of A from B, we put the north line in and we measure that angle round there. Well, according to parallel line theory, if you like, we just mentioned alternate angles, didn't we? This is also 60, and this bit here is 180. 180 plus 60, it's 240. We're nearly there. Expand x plus 3 times x minus 4. Well, I'm going to get x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 12. And those two in the middle combine to make minus x. So I think it's this one down here. Next one, Sally sails south for 6 miles. Bit of alliteration for you there. So she goes south for 6, then she goes east for 6, and then if she wants to get back to where she started, she has to head that way. Let's put a north in. 6 and 6, it's half a square, so that must be 45 degrees. So we're doing all the way around to there. It's 360 less 45, so it's 315. That must be the bearing there. You could say northwest, but a bearing is a 3-digit number. So the correct answer there is 315. Number 11, make x a subject of this one. A bit trickier. The x is negative, so I'm going to add the xb bit across. So c plus xb. Then I think I would subtract the c, and then I would divide by b. So it's a minus c over b. Where is that? It's there. It's that one there. It's a minus c over b. Next one, the circles question. We've got ourselves, what are we trying to find? EDA. So we're trying to find this angle down here. I think this is a right angle. We've mentioned that earlier on. And if it's a 4-sided shape, if it's a cyclic quadrilateral, which it is, then these two angles here are going to add up to 180. So I've got 31 plus 90 plus 18. What does that make? 120, 139. What's left over to make it add up to 180? 41. So the correct answer there is 41. Dave multiplied two brackets together and got this expression where p is a positive integer. So I think he must have done two minus numbers, mustn't he? It could be, say, x minus 4 and x minus 9, or x minus 3 and x minus 12. If you try to use x plus 3, to get the plus 36 at the end, it would have to be plus 12, and that would give us x squared plus 15x plus 36, and it wouldn't be a negative number here. So he must have only used negative numbers inside his brackets, like x minus 4, x minus 9, x minus 3, x minus 12. He could not have used an x plus 3. All right, hope that's helpful, and I hope you learned something. All right, bye.